and welcome to MGP553. I'm Kevin. With me as ever, there's Sheepdog, Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
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 It's so hot in here. Have I mentioned it's hot in here?
No.
Summer has arrived. It's too hot.
Pre-show. I've been hot today. I've been hot all week, and yeah, you're right. I've had a fan on around the house.
Yeah, exactly. I've had enough of summer now. We've had a day of it. It's 16 degrees as we record this. It's gone 7 o'clock in the evening. That is far too hot for normal humans to live in. I need it to reduce back down to winter temperatures, please. If somebody could arrange that. I mean, by the time the dear listener hears this, it might be cold again. Fingers crossed. But right now, you should know, boys and girls, right now, as we're recording, I'm ever so sweaty. So just picture that in your mind as you're listening. Kev's really sweaty for this one. Is anyone else really sweaty this week?
Why don't you have like a chair that you can put ice in or something? I feel like that's the sort of thing you would own. Just something where you can get something out of the freezer, pour it in the back of the chair. It's cold. You sit in it for a bit.
I might invent that. That sounds quite good, because that would have a double purpose. It would help me when I'm warm like this, and would also help with the stinging, throbbing sensation from my torn sphincter. So
Exactly. See, it all works nicely, and then a little, I don't know, plug at the bottom that you just empty over a drain when you're done with it.
I was thinking a plug at the bottom to really get up close and personal with a sphincter would work as well. Have a little bump shape on the seat of the chair. That'll cool me down from the inside. We're onto something here. This is a great idea.
When you do a long stream, you could fill it with, like, I don't know, Pepsi or something, and just drink from the chair.
Yeah, I mean,
weird ideas.
I'd get Coca-Cola. I'm not a pervert. Pepsi, indeed. What kind of maniac chooses Pepsi over Coke? I won't go down this road with you people.
Yeah, you should. I mean, Coke's too fizzy.
What?
You're drinking the wrong one. You want Diet Coke. Diet Coke is the best cola beverage. Everyone knows
Pepsi Max
it.
is the best of all of the
Oh,
drinks.
you have made yourself look a damn fool in front of dozens
correct.
of people there. What an idiot. What do you mean too fizzy anyway? It's a fizzy drink. It's supposed to be fizzy.
They do something weird with it. They use the wrong gas or
Yeah,
something.
they carbonate it. It's supposed to be fizzy.
Why are we shouting?
It's too spiky. It's a spiky
Because he's
drink.
making me angry.
Can you not shout, please?
I like a rounder fizz. You know, Pepsi Max is round. Coke's spiky.
Yes,
Pepsi Max tastes like toilet water.
No, I know what he means.
See, Anna agrees.
I don't let Pepsi Max into this house.
That's a lie. We have cherry
I
Coke.
don't. You have it, and exactly. See, you instinctively call it Coke, but that's for you to drink. I get Coca-Cola.
You drink my cherry pop too, so
Only as a measure of last resort. If there's no water left in the tap, then I'll empty a cherry Pepsi Max down myself. But I don't like cherry, and I don't like Pepsi.
Yeah, you're just a glutton for punishment. You just want to stab yourself in the tongue, don't you? You probably eat nails.
I just want to feel something, Sheepdog. That's all it is.
You know, I'm full of feelings, me, so I go for a rounder drink.
Yeah, when I have a beverage, it's to make me feel. And that's what I get from Coca-Cola. That should be their slogan. If they want to get in touch about a Coca-Cola slogan, Coca-Cola, it makes me feel something, then yeah, that'd be quite good. I'll take money for that. They could pay me in Coca-Cola. Diet, obviously, because nobody needs that much sugar in their lives. Ugh. Sugary beverages, horrible. Give me that lovely aspartame taste any day of the week. But other than my warmth and my invention of the sphincter cooler, anything else of note happened over the course of the last 7 days, boys and girls?
I mean, I've been off sick, so I've slept for most of this week. This is probably the most work I've done, since Monday. And
we've been recording for less than 5 minutes. You are a disgrace. Goodness me. So is it your fault that me and Anna are both sick? Have you made us sick? Did you infect us on last week's podcast?
I feel like it's your fault that I'm sick because you were sick first and you're better now, aren't you?
No, I maintain that mine's hay fever, but Anna insists that I might actually be sick, but I refuse to acknowledge that I'm sick. Mainly because
you touch.
Oh my word, angry Anna.
It's because you touch all the Lego that children have been in. You're awful for it, and then you don't do anything with your hands.
We went to a Lego museum last week, as I believe we discussed on last week's podcast, and I did sit in a Duplo pit briefly, but it was fun. You're not telling me that the Duplo was potentially infected with child diseases, surely?
That's how they get you. That is how they get you. I mean, my kid came home from school the other day and said that he saw a dead rat, and I was like, "You didn't touch it, did you?" And he was like, "No, I don't think so." And I said, "Well, you can't like go near dead rats."
He 100% did touch it. If he answers, I don't think so.
That could have the plague, and he was like, "I don't think I think a cat killed it." And I was like, "You don't know, do you? Rats don't die easily. They're known for."
I don't think rats die of the plague either. If that response is a cat killed it, it didn't die of the plague. I don't think the plague was killing the rats. I think they were just passing the plague along. If the plague killed them, they wouldn't have had time to spread it to humans, would they? The whole purpose is they're carriers of plague.
All I'm saying is if Deeping sets fire, then it was the only solution to get rid of the Great Plague that had returned.
Well, that would be problematic. But yeah, my reason for refusing to acknowledge that I'm sick is because me and Anna go on holiday in a couple of days, and she wants me to take a COVID test. And what if I test positive to COVID 3 days before I have to fly in a plane? I don't even know what the rules for that are anymore.
I think it's open season, isn't it?
I don't want to know. I'd much sooner be like, it's hay fever, it's fine.
I mean, I think you should test, like, if you are concerned it might be that, but...
No, I'm not concerned in the slightest.
It's my wedding anniversary tomorrow, 15 years.
Interesting. Is she getting some kind of medal?
Wow.
We're having a, what are we doing? We're getting afternoon tea delivered in a box. I brought her a card and she went, I didn't think we were getting cards. What's this all about? And was a bit like mortified that she didn't know that we were getting cards. And I said, don't worry, I didn't get a gift because I knew you'd be mortified when I handed you it and you hadn't got me anything. And she was like, well done, very good. So we'll go out for...
She doesn't need to get you a card because her original sentence was 15 years, so she gets out tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine? It's just like, I don't know, my parents turn up with a cheque and they go, right, you fulfilled your part of the obligation, off you go.
You load up into the car with her tomorrow to go out on a little anniversary trip, and she just pulls up outside your parents' house to give you back. Right? We agreed on 15 years. Here he is. He's yours again now.
Would it be like an iPhone though? Would I be trading in for like a newer model? Would I get like the 2024 equivalent or something?
I think you're misunderstanding which one of you is going to be doing the trade in here. Yeah, she's going to get one with hair. That's going to be the upgrade.
Yeah, my parents are the ones paying, so surely they don't want me back, you know? So are they going to fork out another 15-year fee?
I assume it's some kind of arrangement along the lines of she bumped her car into your dad's car 15 years ago, and this was the punishment that she took to get out of having to pay for the repairs or something. Well, if you don't have to pay for the repairs, you take it in for 15 years. And she was like, oh, God, that's awful, but I really don't have the money to pay for these repairs. Fine, I'll take him for 15 years. But I am going to count down the timer, and I will bring him back at the moment that expires.
I trust my dad, though, to be driving around town braking every time he sees someone fit behind him just to sort me out for another 15 years. I mean, I think I've probably won her over, to be fair. 15 years, I've got a lot of personality. It's I reckon she'll stick around a bit longer for free, I imagine.
Got a lot of personality. I don't know that that's ever been used positively to describe somebody.
No, it hasn't, has it? Usually personality's a red flag. Yeah. But no, I think I've won her over. I think, I'm a grower, not a shower. Is that the right way around? I don't know. I don't know even...
Nobody needs to know.
But yeah, no, I think she'll stick around. I'll ask her later. I'll say, Kev reckons your contract's up tomorrow. Are you sticking around for a bit longer?
Imagine if the contract only expires if no one figures it out during the 15 years, and it's that she's there 3 hours from freedom, and you're like, is this a contractual obligation? Are you serving out some kind of punishment? And the clock starts again and she's ruined.
I mean, that would get me to what? How old am I? Mid-50s. Yeah, that'd be all right.
Oh, yeah, you won't live that long. So, exactly. That'll sort you out for the rest of your life. Exactly.
She needs to stick around because if I die in service, I say in service at my job, she'll get a big
Die in service.
That's what it's called. That's what it's. It makes me laugh when I read it because I'm not in the army.
You've done less than 5 minutes of work all week. I don't think you can class that as service.
They call it death in service, but they pay out. So she'd be mad. She'd be mad to have done all that effort and then throw in the towel at this point because I can't have that long, can I? Surely.
Especially when you've just been involved in the invention of the sphincter cooler. You're about to finally make your millions.
My entire idea on record. But yeah, no.
But I'm the one who's going to take it to market.
It's like Dragon's Den, isn't it?
Exactly. I'll give you a credit. I'll give you some exposure, but I'm the one who's going to be financing this project. It is officially mine at this
Quite
point.
good at exposing myself, thank you.
Again, I don't know that we necessarily need to know, but it's hot. It's just hot in here. Did I mention it's hot in here? I'm trying to think, but it's really hot in here. I need the cooler now.
Games are the thing that you need to start talking about.
I haven't done any games for months. Is that really what this is supposed to be about? I've not played a game since I was in an Edinburgh hotel when I was playing Balatro. It's the last time I played any kind of game, apart from Football Manager, obviously.
We could rope in the old, was it films, comics, and so forth if you need to.
Not done any of them either. All I've done is Lego and Football Manager, because not even because that's all I want to do, but because we are in the build up to going on holiday and we have YouTube channels on both of those topics that I need to get 2 weeks ahead of on content. I'm either recording a Football Manager video or recording a Lego video. And if I'm not recording either of them, I'm editing them. And that's all I've done for like the last 2 weeks. So, Anna's been having a lovely time because I've just been keeping out from under her feet and then occasionally just take her out so she can buy some Lego. Otherwise, she doesn't really see me because I'm locked in one of my 2 little cupboards, tapping away at keyboards or talking into microphones. Yeah, you've been having a great time, haven't you?
Lovely and quiet.
Yeah. It's not going to be quiet.
Dave's now being a pain in the butt.
Just think, though, Anna, it's not going to be quiet next week because from Monday, I am going to have none of those things to keep me amused. So you're going to have
Minecraft.
You are going to have 2 weeks of being my entertainment.
Well, I
hope you've got plans for me.
No, I have a Switch and you have a Steam Deck with Minecraft. I have headphones.
I think you'll find my Minecraft is on my Switch and my iPad, but I don't have Minecraft on the Steam Deck.
Well, then download that then.
Oh my word! Did you just walk to a different part of the room or something?
Like, what's going on
you
here?
Sounded like you were miles away, and then you leaned right in, and we could hear you all of a sudden.
Because I moved, I realised I knocked the mic over there. So it's now on here. It's on an arm. I don't.
What a professional!
I do apologise. I didn't realise it was over there until I turned around because I was watching what Dave was doing.
Anyone who's listening to this podcast as they doze off to sleep, you've just given them a heart attack. That was terrifying.
Well, when this goes out, it is my birthday, so I'm allowed to be loud. And
exactly. And me and Anna celebrate Star Wars Day now as well. We've been to a Star Wars Day thing today.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, we're Star Wars people these days, Pabby. You know me, love the old Star Wars.
Anything with the word star in.
Name anything. Name anything that's...
Well, I now own a Millennium Falcon, so I can name that. Anna owns a Droideka.
And a
BB-1.
What's a Droideka?
It's a little droid thing.
From
was it the droid you were looking for?
From Star Wars, you pilchard. I just told you that. Goodness me.
I didn't tell you. Not a clue, but I wanted...
Who cares is the correct answer. I'm not going to watch the films, but... They had a good gift with purchase on the Lego, so I had to spend £145 on Star Wars Lego.
Gift with purchase.
And
we got 3 Lego gifts, 3 Lego Star Wars gifts.
Yeah, but the Star Wars gifts. So what are you going to do with them?
I'm going to put them under my Lego City for 3 years and then sell them for 200 quid. To basically make a profit on this. I ran the numbers. We got double insider points today, plus 3 gifts with purchase that are all Lego Star Wars that are only available during this event. And looking at the last several years of this, they skyrocket in price. So my theory is, by the time I've spent my 145 quid, got my double points, that's worth probably about 30 quid just for my double points, and then sold all of the freebies for like, I don't know, 150 quid. I've already made a profit, and the actual sets we got were free, plus a profit attached to them. So I'll decide at some point whether or not to even build this Millennium Falcon, but that might get sold as well, and it just all becomes Kev's magical money exercise. But yeah, we're Star Wars people. Plus, I got to make a video about Lego Star Wars, which is quite a big deal today. So all in all, we are now Star Wars people. I had my photo taken with a big Lego Furface, who was holding a hand sanitizer. I had a lovely time.
With Chewbacca,
They-
he means.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
fair
assumed
face.
as much.
They were playing that jolly little ditty in the shop that I like to bop
Cantina.
around to. Yeah, like that song. It's a good song.
Did they?
I'm not going to say what that's called.
Did they set off an explosive while you were minding your own business? Because the last Star Wars thing I was at, I was just standing there watching it, and they let a bomb off, and it absolutely killed me. Like,
No.
it was horrendous.
My only criticism of it all is it didn't have any of the Muppets that I've heard are in Star Wars. I would like some Muppets. When we were at Legoland the other day, they had an Ewok. I would have liked an Ewok, but they didn't have any Ewoks. Ewoks and Muppets. I'll take some Muppets.
In fact, they only had J-Woks in stock, I imagine.
Exactly. This that Jar Jar Binks fella, I hear he's everyone's favourite. He looks like a good Muppet. I'll have one of those, but they didn't have one of him.
A Muppet?
He looks like a Muppet.
They're Muppets. aren't they?
CGI, he's all CGI. It's not.
He looks like a Muppet,
Not in
though.
the old
Yeah,
days.
but
Can't
so does
be.
Sheepdog, but that's not the point.
Yeah, and that's why I let him hang around with me as well. I like to associate with Muppets.
There.
Muppets are great. But yeah, so I am, I'm a Star Wars guy now. You can ask me anything about it, and I probably know.
Well, I mean, I've accumulated some insider points myself this week.
Yes, you did.
This is becoming a Lego podcast. I love it.
No, it won't. Because
It's already there.
I'm not. I just happened to wander past the Lego shop and went in.
Yeah, that's how it starts, Pubby.
I
Pat,
didn't.
you have the worst impulse control of anyone I know, and I know Kev. Like, Kev actually sort of strategizes and thinks about it, but you are just like, I was wandering past the shop and I don't really have even an interest in this. Go on, tell us your story.
What do you
about
mean?
your
What do you mean?
No impulse
That's how
control.
shops work. I went into the shop and I bought something. What do you
That's
mean?
fine. That's a lot.
What were you
Yeah.
doing near the shop if you weren't intending to get something? I don't go anywhere I don't intend to do something at.
Ever.
I mean, that's a bit weird.
Well, no, that's because you've got to do your 15 hours of research before you buy anything anyway.
That is true. The only time we've ever been shopping with Sheepdog, it took him an entire weekend to buy a DS that was the same price in every shop.
It was the bundle that I was trying to weigh up. You know that.
You're a bundle.
But yes, I went into Lego and I bought the office set because
Oh, it's a lovely
it's
set.
a good set. It's a good set. It looks really good up there on top of my wardrobe next to the Seinfeld set.
I actually got my my Perspex display cabinet thing for my office set delivered this week, so mine's all
Very
set
good.
up in a nice little clear plastic case, so I can turn it into a coffee table.
Really, that sounds good.
Yeah, with all our massive Star Wars sets that we'll probably end up buying now we're Star Wars people. Gonna
We
get
are not
myself one
Star
of
Wars
these.
people.
I'm next time you see me, I'm gonna be riding an AT-AT. I'm a big fan. Love it all. See, anything that's got a current Star Wars, current Lego set, I know about that. Still
They
not
call
watched
it a
the films.
160, not an 8080.
Well, they'll start doing it my way because what I've decided to do, and you are welcome for this world. I'm going to make Star Wars cool.
It's impossible. You ain't going to do it.
No, I'm going to make it cool. I am going to
No.
make people like it,
Never going to happen.
and I am going to make it cool. And before you know it, there'll be people all over the place. There'll be people walking around Comic-Con dressed as like little spacemen.
What's his
probably.
face tried to make it cool? I can't remember his name.
What's his face?
Last of Us with old baby Yoda. He failed. You can't do it.
I haven't even got the first idea what you're talking
He
about.
means
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Right?
He was
what about him?
he's the Mandalorian.
I don't know what that is.
Yep.
He's,
there we go.
he plays Mandalorian.
Okay, and she likes Yoda, does she? Is that Yoda's wife?
Babysits
Baby Yoda.
little baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda?
It's
Is he
not
still
Baby
a
Yoda
wrinkly
though,
little
is
old
it?
man?
It's called yogurt.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Yeah, little baby yogurt.
Okay.
He eats frog
Well,
babies or something.
Clearly, as a newly discovered Star Wars guy, I'm going to need a little bit more time to get caught up with all this stuff. But that all sounds right. I'll make that cool.
There's bound to be a TikTok that will run you through everything like in seconds.
Or I just need to make sure, as long as I don't have to sit down and watch all the films, I'm good. Because
you don't
I
wanna
really
do
don't.
that.
I really don't want to have to do that.
It's like
But
cricket.
I do quite like the idea of it being a nerdy thing that people are obsessed with. I just don't want to have to sit through those films. I've tried before. It ain't happening.
Just claim something on Twitter about it and then let everyone correct you in the comments, and then you'll just learn.
Oh,
from
I've
that.
already had that today because my TikTok that I put out, the first sentence I said was, "It's Star Wars Day," because I'm at the Lego store as part of the Star Wars Day promotion, and all the little dweebs with their "and Kev,
What?
it's not May the 4th yet."
You cut
Or
out then.
stuff
I didn't
like
hear
that.
what you said.
They just
Don't worry. Audacity heard it, and it was incredible. The listeners heard it. I got corrected by many nerds.
Do that every day
Goodness
for the rest
me.
of the week, and you're going to be seeing a lot more views on your TikTok.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, my birthday's the same day, so we have to celebrate them on different days, you see.
On that day, you'll have to call it Star Trek Day.
Yeah.
That is the tradition. I mean, when is Star Trek Day? I assume Star Trek has its own day as well, because they've got a group
I
of
don't
nerds
even
who like
know.
that too.
I would
There must
ask,
be a Star Trek Day.
my Echo Dot, but I don't really want it to waffle on.
But there you go. That was the games I've played this week.
So yeah, I mean, you becoming a Star Wars person,
Star Wars guy, we call ourselves.
I almost became a card game person at the weekend, but there's no fear, it ain't
Pokemon?
happening. It was my friend's birthday, and what he wanted us to do was go to Dark Sphere. Is that what it's called in Shepherd's Bush? Have you been there?
You sound like you're making
Sphere.
something up there.
I thought it might be up Kev Street, because when you walk in there, it's like this massive room that has like all the Pokemon cards, all the Lorcana cards,
Anna doesn't let me go to places like that anymore. She said I
Games
had to make a
Workshop.
decision.
stuff, Warhammer, all of that. Every game imaginable is in there. Kev would have spent a fortune if he was there. There was people playing D&D on the way in. Like there was a table with just a big setup on it. People playing that. My friend knows me quite well because he said to me, "I've booked it for about 2 hours. We'll play till we get bored." And then as I was walking in, someone accidentally let slip that he'd booked it for 6 hours. And then about 5 hours in, he let slip that it was open till 11 p.m. and we were just going to go when we want. And I was like, ugh. But yeah, Shadowverse is the game we were playing. It's got an app, so I was playing on the app beforehand, which is a tie-in, but it was also a card game I played there in person. It was all right to play, right? But I found out that games are supposed to last 30 minutes ago. So the idea is you like have your decks and you have your leader and you're attacking each other's leaders, but you've got all these like follower cards you can put down, you've got amulets you can put down, you've got spells you can cast, and you're just kind of you're only allowed 7 cards in your hand at a time. So if you have more than that, you have to put one in your kind of cemetery pile, burn it. You're playing blind. What you pick up is what you use, kind of standard card game stuff. As I say, tournament rules are 25-minute rounds. You're supposed to get it all done in 25 minutes. People around me, while we were there, they all played maybe like 8 or 9 games each, at least around that time. I started one at something like 1 o'clock, and by 4:30, we were still doing that same one. 3.5 hours in, my brain was absolutely melted. I was just dead. And the only reason I didn't win was because nobody told me, or I didn't read, that if you get to the end of your deck of cards, once you pick up the last card, you basically lose the next time you have to pick up a card. It's just a default rule. So I thought, I'll pick up my last card. I've got my final 7 cards in hand. I'm ready to go. And then the next go, when I was supposed to pick up a card at the start of the go, I just automatically lost. And everyone was like, "Why did you do that?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't know that was a rule. No one told me this was standard for card games." But they were impressed with me. And we basically went back and forth for that whole time while I was... So my mate, who's like really into it and does all these tournaments, I was playing his friend who can always beat him, even though he's really good at it. And I managed to keep that guy at bay for the entire 3.5 hours and only lost on a technicality. I was like, yeah, that's right. I'll retire with 1 loss, but, my head held high. It had a lot of fun stuff to it. I was playing some sort of fancy, like, anti-meta. It wasn't anti-meta. It was like my mate didn't want to play the meta, so he built a deck that he thought might be good. And then I kind of showed that even a rookie can make it hold its own against the meta for that length of time. There was a lot of like, I do this move and I wipe out his entire army in one go, but then I can't attack him, and I'm just sat there kind of going, time for you to rebuild while I try and do little chips here and there. It was fun. The card game on the app is basically the same, but it's got a little bit of story to it. I didn't play loads of it because I wanted to kind of learn the game and then get on with it. But I've seen that some of the people who were there who'd never played it before have been hammering that since, to the point where if they're listening, sorry, but I muted the chat because it was like 100 messages deep, and I was like, I ain't got time for this, so I just muted it because I was obviously off sick. But they're all having a whale of a time playing this app on the game. I think it's just called Shadowverse on the game app.
Is it Shadowverse CCG, Sheepdog?
That sounds right. I thought you were saying TCG, like the card game, but
No, CCG.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you all about how he told you about it a month ago.
No.
I was going to say
It looks a little bit like Hearthstone, if I'm honest with you. Is it?
probably.
kinda
I
like
can't remember. I
Hearthstone?
did play Hearthstone years ago, but I can't really remember it now, if I'm honest. It was all right. Like, the cards all had the usual sort of stuff on it. It was like, if you play this card, it'll, take one of these off the board, but it'll raise the strength of your characters. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Look through your deck and get the best cards you can possibly find out because only a moron would do otherwise. That kind of thing. But no, it turned out I am pretty good at them. I felt, considering I had very little training and no experience in the general scene, I felt pretty good about myself that I actually can hold my own. But I'm not going to play anymore. I basically got to the point where, when I finished, I was just like, I don't feel very good. And everyone was like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "I just feel really dizzy." I ended up putting my headphones on. I didn't even have music on. I just put my headphones on. I remember someone asked me if I wanted to borrow headphones. I remembered I had some. And when I put them on, noise cancelling kicked in. I didn't have to listen to the noise of the room of everyone geeking out. But I had a good time otherwise. I just felt rough. My brain melted. I think you probably should go to that Dark Sphere though, Kev. I mean,
He's not allowed.
A guy sat down next to me and said, "You come there on a pilgrimage from Devon."
He's not allowed.
I'm not allowed.
I feel like the next time we're all in London, we should check it out. And
No, I'm not
He's
allowed
not
to.
allowed. He
I'd
has
have
to pick.
to not. Yeah, I'm only allowed to buy Lego or Pokemon cards. I'm not allowed both.
Well, don't buy Pokemon cards while you're in there then.
Have you met Kevin?
Explain to me again what this shop is. You said it's a shop that sells Pokemon cards, yeah?
And Lorcana and all of that.
So I'm not allowed to buy any of those.
Right. What about Warhammer stuff?
See, that is tempting. She
Kevin,
hasn't officially ruled that out.
You
They
have
had
to
models
pick
in there
one,
as well.
Kevin.
What they called the Gundams and all of that. Not that that's
No,
your thing, but
No, actually, we'll take him because then I can have all the Lego downstairs. So
Exactly,
we'll go.
Anna.
Yeah, we'll go.
It might just be cool to go and check it out for you lot. I don't know. You might see a
All
game you
that
fancy. There are board
Lego.
games in there as well you can buy.
Plus, there is a Lego store nearby, so I don't mind heading to the
Kevin, there's
Lego
someone
store.
at the door.
Oh, I'll answer the door then while you lot chat amongst yourselves.
So,
Let Kevin go to the door.
Yeah, you go do that. The other thing, we did while we were there, we ended up playing. I played because I've obviously been bedridden. I've been playing Suika game non-stop, like to ridiculous
playing that?
levels. I got it at home to play multiplayer with the kids. We played multiplayer while I was with my friends. We ended up playing it where we were just passing the control around, and we got like a surprisingly high score considering there was 8 of us playing it, like one move at a time. I don't know how people are getting 15,000 points on that though. My high score is now 2,000.
Cheat, that's why, Sheepdog.
Did they cheat?
Probably. Where are you playing it on?
I'm playing it on mobile and on Switch.
I don't know if you could cheat on Switch, but you probably can cheat on mobiles where you can just put like cheats in and just get infinite score, probably.
Because my high score is 2676 at the moment, and I know my friend's got a score in like the 3,500, and I'm just like, how? Neither of us have been able to get 2 watermelons yet, which is the dream, the goal. I want to see a pair of watermelons touch each other. And
I
go
bet
pop.
you do.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing basically all week, just those 2. I didn't get the FF16 DLC in the end because it wasn't extending the game, and I just thought, I'll get it another time when it's a bit quieter. I did plan on getting Aiden Chronicles, and then I kind of forgot because I was ill. But yeah, I'll game more when I'm not sick, basically. And that's my lot.
Splendid. You lot can talk about video games if you want. Are you
Sorry, I
waiting for me to
muted
tell you
myself.
what was at the door?
Yeah.
What was at the door?
It was Hawaiian shirts, Hawaiian-style northern shirts from when we're on holiday.
I mean, just you wait. Just you wait, sunshine.
Are you coming with us? You're already coming on one holiday with us this year. How many are you planning on coming with us to?
I'm just telling you. Preparations are afoot for for my
Are you
Disney,
getting are you,
Disney
get,
ones.
are you getting themed shirts? Am I gonna have to up my shirt
I've
game?
got
Disney
I've
Hawaiian
themed.
shirts, Pab.
I might have to pull out my I might have to pull out my Muppets
Oh
shirts.
God, no.
I used to have a really cool Spider-Man shirt back in the day. I got my first girlfriend in that shirt. That's how good of a shirt it was.
Well, you might need to pull it out. You'll need it again in 2 days.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I might have to dig it out. I was covered in booze, and I went outside to dry off, and she came out after me and asked me out, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like covered in alcohol. I'm out here trying to dry off because some idiot knocked a pint over me. It was, it was great.
Sheepdog and the shirts. That's cool.
That would be a great YouTube series.
Don't make me laugh. My throat hurts.
So have you
okay.
played games? I was going to say
So-
one of you.
Anna, tell me what you think of Stellar Blade then, and I'll chime in.
I like bits of it.
Which bits do you like?
I like the fighting.
Okay.
I like the music because
Yes,
it's a
you
mix
do.
of Persona and Nier.
Yeah.
I want it. I want this game just for the soundtrack.
So,
We could just listen to it on Spotify.
I like the fighting. I liked some of the environments, but the story I could not care two hoots about. It is so boring and it's so generic, and it's just like I've heard this before, and so many different movies and games and stuff. But I don't mind, because it's supposed to be like Demon Souls, where like you go somewhere, you rest, and then like they reappear. Which I don't mind. I'm playing it on obviously the story mode because I cannot be bothered to play it on the hard mode. But yeah, I like the action bits. The slow bits, I just couldn't care. I just want to go and fight things and see the environments. I've done the first area. The first area. I found the city, and I'm now in the second area. I know about 10 hours.
Okay. Wait, you've done 10 hours?
About that, yeah.
I've done 10 hours, and I'm ready to move on to the next zone after you.
I've just been.
I don't know why. Because I was thinking, I expected you to be saying that I'm about 3 zones past me at this point, because I've done a lot of wandering about.
Yeah,
I've done
a lot of. Because basically, this second area, I didn't realize it. You have to go to get to like the point. You have to go the long way, and I went the other way first.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, did a lot of things. I was like, why can't I get? Because obviously there's canyons. You go down the canyon.
Yeah, in the wasteland. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that. So I'm just wandering around there, and then I see things in the distance, and I'm gonna have to go over there and have a look, and then. It's just kind of one. Like there was a chest, and I opened it. A dartboard jumped out, and can I find where that dartboard went? Not a clue. I know I know which way it went, but after that, I couldn't tell you where it was, so I can't find that. But yeah, I've just been wandering around, and then realised, you have to go the long way. So bits I've already cleared out. I need to go back and go through them because obviously after resting. Enemies respawn, so I'm gonna have to do that.
Yes.
But like in the city, I was going around finding the posters on the wall to get a bit of lore.
I do like that. I like the collectibles sort of aspect of the game where there's tons of stuff like that. How many cans have you got?
9.
Okay, I think I got 4. I think I found like 3 yesterday in a spurt of I was like, oh god, I found 3 all at once. It's crazy.
So because I didn't find it. Did I find any in the way? I think I found 1 in the first area. And then I was like, and then it's like, what the hell? Like, at no point did it tell you anything. Like, you can find information when you find Roxanne, and like, you pay for information and go, you can have these collectibles. And I was like, didn't know about any of these, but I found 1 before I found this lady called Roxanne, and now I'm just kicking vending machines and they come out. It's just...
Wait, who's Roxanne?
Will you stop saying Roxanne? In my head, I'm just going,
No.
Roxanne.
Yeah, I've got the same thing going on. They're ruining my evening, frankly.
Roxanne is next to the bulletin board, the board where you get activities.
Yes.
The lady next to it.
So that's the woman who'll sell you things, like a bit of a vendor, but she deals in information.
Yeah,
and Roxanne.
Yeah, I think so. I'm 90% sure her name was Roxanne because I was like,
possibly.
Yeah, so that was her.
I don't know. Have you been doing the actual bulletin board?
Yep,
tasks?
I've done.
Because I didn't do that initially. I went round the main city when you get there. I went round it all, and there's side quests popping up, and there was like 2 or 3 side quests popping up, and include the main quest as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am not getting involved with more side quest stuff right now.
Yeah.
Went round all the wasteland stuff, and then took the side quests, and then I had to go back and do it all again because all the side quests are just out there, aren't they? Just out in the wasteland, and all the bulletin board quests are literally, I'd say, pretty much.
Yep.
Go to a place, pick a thing up, and come back.
Yep.
It's just all fetch quests. It's all busy work, them ones, but they do give you a fair amount of gold and coins and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I did all because there was 3 that were in the city, and I did them while I was in the city. I thought, well, I can see them on the map, so I'll just do them while I'm here because it is literally go here, look at them, then go, and then it will take you can press the button, it will take you back to the board.
Yes, I do like that. I like that in a you finish a quest and it says, you want to go back to the bulletin board? Do you want to go back to the person?
But you don't have
You don't have to. You can do yes or no, and it'll just instantly take you back to whoever you got to take the quest back to, and you can hand it in.
Yeah. So
That's a really good feature.
I did the ones that were in the city, like the very first ones. Then I think it was like 2 or 3 were in the wasteland.
They keep coming. They just keep coming as well. You notice that, Anna? Literally, you complete one. It's like finished it, and it comes up like here's all your rewards and stuff. And then you go back onto the list, and there's another 2 there waiting for you. Oh God!
Oh, is there? I've not done that.
They just keep coming.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll calm down.
I think I got to a point where
it was too many.
She refused it. You can't do anymore. It's like you've got too many on the go right now.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. So. So there's the bulletin board ones, but there's also people around. So the city is basically bare. Like there's a handful of people around, but there you can go and talk to some people, and they will give you quests. Did you find the one in the bar with the girl?
I've done that quest to completion now.
Okay,
have you done the quest to completion now?
I have not yet. I've got it to turn in now. I got to find I had to find some mind things.
Yes, you have to find parts to repair her, don't you? But then so you haven't done the quest where he disappears?
No, not done that yet.
Okay, so you'll get to that bit.
Yeah.
Have you done the barber quest yet?
No, that's still on the go. Like I said, I've basically talked to people, and then I've just gone off and done whatever because I wanted obviously I want to see where the story goes, but I couldn't. The story is boring to listen to. Like, it's just I don't know if it's.
I think it'll pick up. I think it will pick up. I think there's a ton of lore in the world. There's like you say, there's like loads of books and stuff to read, and people's diary entries and stuff like that. And there's certain things that makes me think the Oracle fellas. I think he's a bit sus.
Yeah.
He seems a bit sus. He seems all too nicey to be somewhat dodgy's going on with him. So I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, but it's
a new IP. It's not. I don't think it's linked to anything. I don't think it's a comic or anything. So it's. I like the fact that they brought out there's a new IP out. So that's something different. It's something new. It's not just a remake of something like Alone in the Dark or a big franchise like Final Fantasy, which again, in a way, is a remake. There's a lot of like things that we've already had. So at least this is something different. And it has a story mode, because I would love if Elden Ring had a story mode. Yes, I know it's out for the die-hard fans, but if Elden Ring had a story mode, I'd be all over it. if Dark Souls or whatever they all them, I would, if it had like a story mode, I would be because I am into all that kind of game and aesthetic, but I cannot be bothered to learn it. I haven't got the knack for it anymore. I'm old. But this gives me the chance to play that kind of game, get good at the parrying and the knocking back and using her powers. And I like her as a character. She's a nice character. I like her hair. I like all the different outfits you can find. And I don't like the outfits because of how they look.
There are some outfits in there. I was like, Jesus.
I was showing
Holy
Kev
smokes.
the skin suit yesterday, and it literally is just a naked lady with like clear latex all over her, and it's like there is nothing left to the imagination. But like I've got this big biker jacket on, but then like all her legs have got like fishnets and just it's very weird. But I like the fact that she's not, her boobs are always moving, which I find very off-putting. I don't know why it has to happen in cutscenes. It's just weird. And other characters that are girls, they are just very overdone. Because the boys just look like boys. It's like normal boys. But all the girls I've seen are very, very heavily...
A bit more anime, aren't they? A little bit, I'd say.
Yes, but I like her as a character, and I like I like the different ways of getting your powers and your E-spines. Is that right? Like your different kind of things that you can use, and the fact that I have this drone that can transform into things, and you can do things with that. So that's fun. It's just a fun new IP out there.
I tend to agree. To agree. It's like you say, the combat is sound. The combat is. I was a little worried at first.
Mm-hmm.
When I played the demo, I was like, I don't know, but like you say, playing on story mode, it's you can just pretty much just mash the buttons, and then you can bring out your beta skills and just start cleaning up. I mean, I don't know about you, Anna. I've got so much. I don't have anywhere to in the skill tree. My skill trees are full now.
Yes.
I've got that many throwing skill points at you for fun. I know there's 2 other skill trees that are meant to unlock at some point, but I'm like, I don't know where to put these skill points. My skill points are stacked, and I don't know where to put any more points.
I don't know how them skill points would transfer over to the harder version.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Are you playing story too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Too right. I just kind of I didn't want to have like the story mode has the prompt. The prompt helped us so much.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like I would be dead so many times if I didn't realise there's a circle just pops up on my screen. It's just like press that, and I dodge until the guy stops swinging at me, and I just beat him up.
I hate the things that are like a rhinoceros. I hate them that run at you. Can't stand them things.
Yeah, I think
apart from that.
I think I met like I came across like some squiddy fella, some like octopus man, with like an octopus head. He was relatively all right. I don't like the tentacles that come out of the ground every now and again.
Oh God.
They scare the hell out of me because you're just walking around and you think something's not quite right here. It's just a big open area.
Yeah,
and then it's just nothing. There's a chest at the other side. You're like, something's going to happen here.
Yeah.
I think I fought a boss. I don't know actually. I think I fought a boss that I wasn't meant to.
Okay.
Because I climbed. There's a bit in the wasteland that's like all like overgrown with like an old tree or something like that. And there's fences there.
Okay.
And there's like an arena kind of thing at the back, like a big open area behind it. And I climbed I climbed over some trees and over some cars and stuff, and over the fence. And then it's triggered a boss fight, and I was like, I don't know whether I'm meant
supposed to be there. Yeah.
There was a side quest up there. I was like, am I meant to get to this now? Because I feel like at some point this tree's going to disappear or something, and I'm going to be able to walk in. And then that was fun trying to get out of there, because then I had to kind of like Skyrim my way up the tree, and back over the fence. And I later discovered that there's a gate. There's just an open gate that you can just walk through. I didn't even because it's all chain link fence. I couldn't see the actual gate, and I wonder whether I could have just opened it from the other side. But I couldn't do it on the. I'm trying to get in, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. I enjoy the collecting. I like finding the cans. I don't like I say I like finding the posters. I like finding the lore stuff sometimes because it's just every now and again. There's not like I don't know. I can't remember now. Like I feel like Skyrim or whatever. You'd have like books of things and you'd have pages and pages and pages of things. This is like a paragraph, and that's it. And you can kind of skim read it and kind of get a gist of what it is. I like that. I like collecting new outfits, like you say. I think I'm up to 12 outfits now. I think I unlocked a yellow tracksuit yesterday, which is actually.
Is it a tracksuit?
It's a yellow tracksuit. I mean, it is sort of skin tight again, but it's not like say fishnets and a boob tube.
It's so weird. It's just it's very weird get up because like you have this in games in Skyrim for a man you would have like a big like chest piece and then with the woman you would get like a little bra and it's just this is taken to the extreme for girls. Like even the girls that I don't think you play. Is it Lily? I don't even know if you play as Lily, but I've got outfits for her.
I got one yesterday,
they're very skimpy, and I'm like, this is so weird. And
you got a skimpy one?
Yeah, and then
I got a hoodie for her. I just put her in a blue hoodie now, so I was like, okay, that'll do, fine. And
then I got one for the guy. It's just like a big t-shirt, big like.
I had one.
So
I think
weird.
one comes with the deluxe edition, which I got.
I paid
and I was
extra.
I think I just prefer them in the regular gear. I don't want them in this like shiny gold and orange outfit. I'm like, just regular gear is fine. So it's fun. It's fine. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Like I say, you do all the wasteland stuff and you do a boss fight. You have to. Oh, this is the thing. Have you done the bit where it becomes Dead Space?
No.
You will do the wasteland stuff and then it becomes Dead Space.
Oh God, Dead Space is the worst. That makes me jump all the time.
It doesn't really. It's not really jumpy. It's not really jumpy in the same way. But there'll come a point where you can't use your sword anymore.
No.
And you only have the gun.
No. Oh God, no, please.
Yeah,
no,
it becomes like sort of Dead Space / Resident Evil, and you're in like an underground facility. Oh. You're only in there for a little bit. It's not that bad, and then you do like a boss fight in there, and it's easy. But you do that, and then like I say, I did that was probably the most, and then like I say, I have to go to the next bit for the story. But I took to the notice boards and started rerouting around the wasteland, trying to get all the stuff again. So I've been doing that, and like I say, I don't mind the story. And like I say, I think a lot of there's some heavy lifting done by some of the lore stuff that I do pick up, and occasionally I pick up and I go, oh, he's talking about this fella, and okay, that makes sense. And because like you say, a lot of the time I don't know what's going on in the story a little bit, some of it, and I'm like, I don't know. And the lore is actually helping quite a lot. Yeah. Actually, some of the logs and stuff. Yeah, it's good. It seems so far so good, and like Kev said, the music is very good. The music is very good for what it is.
He's like, oh, is this Persona? I'm like, no, no Persona.
I like the music when you go into your little.
It's Persona camps. In the menus, but when you were just wandering around, it was near Automata. Yeah, it sounded just like that.
It very much is, yeah. It is. It's the that when you go into a camp and the music changes, you can just ever sit down and I go, I'm just going to sit here for a minute and just listen to the music before I go back into the wasteland, and the music changes again. It's really cool. And I think the actual enemy variety has not been. I think it's been. I'm quite impressed with it for what it is. Like, there's a lot of
variety.
There's like little like spider ones that are like. Have like a scorpion tail, and there's like the big rhino fellas that you don't like, and then there's like the big fellas with the two chaos blades, and then there's robots at a certain point. There's like robot ones when you go into the scrapyard area, isn't there? There's like they have like a gun on like a walking turret with a gun on them, and then they just shoot into the air every now and again. Yeah, it's been all right. I quite like this game, and I'm about similar to you. I'm about 10 hours in, and I say I didn't do. I could have pushed on further than what I did. But the bulletin boards have just really just had me going around, and side quests. I've got so many side quests, and then they're all they're well marked on the map.
Yes, you can find them quite well.
It's relatively straightforward to get to these places on the map, and yeah, I enjoy getting to a place, and I'm like, okay, I need to get to a camp so I can set up and save at least, and rest and upgrade my stuff, and yeah, it's a good game. It's a very good game.
And for the time of year, there's not a loadout, but yeah,
it's come out perfectly timed. I'd say, for what it is. Yeah, you're right.
That is all I've played. I just installed. Oh god, what's it called? The Outer Worlds. Is that the right one?
The Obsidian one.
Yes, onto my Switch for holiday.
Yes.
It was like £8 on CD.
That's not bad.
Yeah, exactly. So for £8, I'm going on holiday. I like the Outer Worlds, so I can play the Outer Worlds, and because I had to start oh god, what's it called? Animal Crossing. I had to start that again because I didn't do the save over from my Switch, because I didn't know how to do it, and I wanted to start again anyway because I didn't like I did like it, but I like to start things again, as you know. So I have a start phase of Animal Crossing. So obviously, you can't play that all day. So it'll be like a morning thing, and then I've got the Outer Worlds. There's two. They sound so much like just mess about in, because I was like, again, another game I just don't finish games. I get to the point where it's like, this is the last mission, and I'm like, no, and I now got, like, I've done that twice in Cyberpunk. I've got twice to this is the last mission, and then I just go off and go and
need to finish it.
Everything.
You need to finish it because when you finish it, they just kick you back out to the like literally before the lift, before you go into the final mission.
Oh,
so you might as well finish it. Just kick
then.
you back out there, and you just carry on about you doing all the side quests and whatever you had beforehand. But you've now got a little check mark next to your save saying you finished.
Oh, okay.
You might as well finish it.
Yeah,
you might as well finish it twice now.
I put a lot of hours into
finish it
into Cyberpunk because because I liked it when it came out, and then they changed it, and I don't like it as much now because like you can only have 3 health packs on you. In my old save, I had like 9,900 of them. Like I had loads of health kits, and now you're allowed 3, and I don't like that because.
So what would happen if you loaded your old save up then that you got to the final thing? Would you have that many health packs on you?
No, because I did that. I went onto my old save, like to go on do whatever I was doing, and it's like, oh, here's all the updates. I'm like, no. I don't want all the updates here. They took everything out. I just wish I could go back. I don't want the update. The game worked fine for me. I never really had any issues. I had the streets were a little bit empty, and there was a little bit of stuttering now and again. But I can cope with that, and now they've done that, and I don't like it as much. But I'll still put it in and put the 100 megabytes of whatever they want gig on my hard drive, so it's always it's not going anywhere. But yeah, I've put a lot of hours into Cyberpunk. I hope they do bring a number 2 out. Like, I know they're working on The Witcher 4.
They might.
I did like it. Like, people.
I know it was very successful eventually, sort of thing.
Again, it's just one. It's like No Man's Sky, isn't it? They worked on it, and then they fight. But I guess they were on crunch time, and it wasn't ready. And you know what games and developers and publishers are like. It was just all a mess. But yeah, that's it. I'm just waiting for Paper Mario for when I come home to be delivered, and then I'll play that because I like Paper Mario games. I find them very much fun. I don't know why. Like I like all Mario games, but Paper Mario, I just really like them. There's something about it being made of paper that I like, because like with Tearaway and Little Big Planet, I just love that made look. Do you know what I
Like
mean?
the crafted world sort
Yeah,
of thing.
I really, really like that. So I think that's out on the 23rd of May. So just after we come back, and I am looking forward to that. And I've been building a lot of Lego. What have I built this week? I've built the Houses of the World. I have 3 of them. I need to find one more because they were gifted.
Houses of the World.
Houses of the World. They're just little houses, and they're all like different styles.
And they're from the world.
Yeah, I've got 2.
The clue's in the name, Pabby.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I've got 2. I need to find the other 2 because obviously they were gifted purchases a couple of years ago, so they're not available now. So I have to go and find them. I also have got a florist and a fruit shop. I have made a an avatar. You know the weird tree that's all like pretty and pink and a weird tree in Avatar. I've made one of them. I do have other bits of it. Like, so I have, you know how you have like the floating rocks and stuff. I built it, and I built the bird thing with it. I picked it up, turned around, thought, oh, it's not going to fit on that shelf. Turned around a bit more, and it broke. And this was at midnight, and the scream, the noise that came out of me made Kev come out of the bedroom.
I was in bed. I thought she'd been attacked.
The scream that came out of me was blood. Oh my god! It just all, and I couldn't be bothered to put it back. It's in it. So that part of it is now just in a box, and I'll look at it when I can be bothered to undo it. But the tree was a separate entity, and the tree is fine. So the tree is lovely. I've made some daffodils. I've made some sunflowers. And I am on bag 10 of the Disney castle. I'm now doing... What am I doing right now? Hold on. Here. The Himji Castle, which is a Japanese castle. And I do like these ones. I think it's called an icon. Architecture. I like these ones more than the Avatar ones. Yes, the Avatar one was fine and fun, but these architect ones, I do like them. They get into me, and I just really enjoy doing them. So that's what I'm making. It's got 2,125 pieces. Just about as much as the Disney castle, but that's taken me a while because I do that on stream. My next stream will be the day this comes out in the evening.
Yeah, exactly. Tonight, Anna's birthday stream.
Yes, my birthday.
You can watch us. You can watch us eat cake and blow up balloons and probably make some Lego as well.
I'm not eating cake, but they may be.
I'll eat some cake.
But not quite 40 yet, so yes, I'm not old. I'm not old in that
Just
sense.
insulted like most of our ancient listeners.
But like I'm the youngest. Well, no, you're the youngest.
No, you're not. Pab's the youngest.
Pab, stop
You're the
being
second
so young.
oldest.
Oh, see, that makes me feel so.
Yeah, you're in the older half of the podcast, Anna, because my birthday's not till August.
Is it not till August? I know. I also.
I'm younger than you both because once you hit 40, it starts going back down again.
Oh.
So I'm back down to 38 nearly.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave that with you all.
Yeah,
everyone has stopped talking.
Okay.
I think Anna must have just broke.
Anna is flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I feel like she's unplugged her microphone or something. Anna, are you there? Yeah, we've broken Anna. I don't know how or what we've done to break Anna, but she's pulled her microphone out or something. It's probably... There she is.
It was
She's
fine.
Back.
I don't understand. It was on. I can see it happening on Audacity. So whatever you were saying.
I imagine you were shouting really loud and the mic was cutting you out then.
Really? I was just talking.
You were long gone.
That was weird.
Good old Discord, ruining the podcast every week. Love it. Right, are we done? Are we wrapping up?
No, Pab needs to talk if he's got anything else to chat about.
The only other thing I have played is I was off work last week, and I found myself playing a lot of Helldivers 2. I got talked into like Helldivers for me has been just a game that I play with in a group of 4, and we play on like challenging difficulty, which is I want to say difficulty level 4. I found myself playing difficulty level 8 last week. Not just kind of begrudgingly is what it was, and it is the most stressful thing. It is a stressful game as it is, you know full well. I know it's not an easy game to just be chill with.
No,
but the amount of stuff just constantly just bombarded, and the longer, like the harder difficulty, they introduce newer enemies, the harder it goes on. So you get these big sort of like attack walkers, Kev, sort of like them.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them, whatever they are.
Exactly.
The AT-ATs.
Yes,
I get you. I know all about them.
Sort of like a big one of them just appears. A big bug version of one of them appears every now and then. And then sometimes 4 of them turn up, and then sometimes 4 chargers turn up along with them. And then sometimes the ship comes to land, and then the ship glitches out because there's that many bugs on the actual landing platform that the game glitches out and you can't get on the ship. So that was a 45-minute mission that we had to we failed. Well, didn't fail. We just didn't complete because we just couldn't get on the ship. It was glitched out. And multiple times I was the only one getting on the ship. Everyone else is dead, and they need me to get on the ship to get out. And it is so stressful. The amount of times it's just like challenging is just like it'd be a walk in the park now for me. It's so it has made made me a better player for it. But my word, is it? You've got to be switched on all the time, and it is stressful. But it is a fun game. It is a very fun game. I've done a lot of the war bonds this week. So I've not done any this week so far, but I will try to play some more at the weekend and get back into it again. But like I say, it's hard. Get them high difficulties. Flying bugs, apparently they're real. I thought it was all propaganda, but it was real. I've seen them with my own eyes now. I've seen the flying bugs. Yeah, but other than that, other than usual Fortnite stuff, that is pretty much it for you.
What's going on in Fortnite?
What's going on in Fortnite?
What franchise have they got now?
Star Wars stuff will be, as of this this going live, Star Wars stuff will be in the game.
All right.
I am a Star Wars guy, so that might get me back involved.
So the Avatar stuff is going away now. So like the air bending and the fire bending and the earth bending will disappear. The water bending, I suspect, will stay because Korra is in the battle pass, so I imagine some of the challenges based around that stuff will probably keep the water bending in, even though it is the bane of my life and it is broken. The water bending is broke. It's like having a sniper rifle without a sight on it. It is insanely powerful for what it does. For what it does, it's so strong for what it does. You can shoot at range from miles away, and you can just rifle people from miles away with it. So it's very broken. Other than that, that's your lot from me.
Well, in that case, we will wrap things up there, boys and girls. If you want to pester us on the internet, you can do that at Mgukpodcast, or you can follow me at Lelujo.
And you can find me at RB6K.
Oh, your voice doesn't sound happy. I'm at Miss Lelujo.
And I'm at Pab1986.
And we will see you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Toodle pip.
Thanks, folks. Bye-bye.